From the 29, Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
It's just middle. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Here's Brissett. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch the screen.
58's the mic. 58. 58's the mic.
Here we go.
Taylor. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got his man, Hilton. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Caught left side by Hilton. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 39 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
It's a gain of 50.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. On 3rd down, Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
From the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Justin Houston able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Ravens nothing.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And his throw here's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
53 Check 53 Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
2 yards.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 36 yards on the play.
A gain of 36 yards.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, he'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely, very well could have been. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 43 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Brought him down. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On play action, Brissett. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Brissett. And he fires one incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And it's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
79.
58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Come on, boy.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Yannick Ngakoue, his 2nd sack of the night. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Their own 13-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, as the first half is winding down, and the Colts are able to grow their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, report. Report.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, Jackson. Bryant with a catch right side. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. They'll run here with Ingram. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Operating from the gun. Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's second and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Brissett now. Incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
2 yards. It's 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Is a turnover on downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson forced out to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
3rd and 4.
Check. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back now in Indianapolis, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Check.
And he's into the clear. The 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. DeForest Buckner able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And he's got this down to the 35.
Here we go.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And just shutting him off there. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 35 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Colts 42, Ravens 21.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Dez. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Throwing again. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. 22 yards. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. Jackson will throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down, Ravens.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to let it. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Colts 49, Ravens 28. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 71 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Colts 56, Ravens 28. Rigoberto Sanchez.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 44 yards. Jackson on 1st down. Throw right side, taken in by the tight end, Bryant. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
A gain of 12. And a Raven 1st down.
53 is the mic.
And Jackson throwing once more. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Chef.
He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Ravens 28. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go, boys, bring it up.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout.
All day,
So they'll
baby,
stop the
let's go.
clock here in a
Let's
game
go.
that's been decided in the closing seconds. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Jackson's pass intercepted.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.